All right, welcome again, guys. So today we will discuss in Python series operators in Python, right? So we just want to understand how many types of operator we have in Python and how we can make use of this, right? So in last video we have discussed about the variables, and for that source code I think I have already updated on that code to our GitHub account, and you can refer that GitHub account in our description. So let's start operators in Python. So first operator I would say arithmetic, right? I think everybody is aware about that, where we just do some kind of mathematical operation, right? Like plus, minus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, or maybe division. Like that, we have few more, right? Second is I would say relational operator, right? So relational operator is something that, as the name suggests, right, which will just show you the relation between two strings or two integer, right? Whether it would be less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to, right? Like that, we have to see what is the relation between two things. Third operator is kind of assignment operator, right? So assignment operator, again, it is a kind of to assign some values to, right? So it could be equal, right? Like we are defining the variables. So what we are doing is we are giving that value, or we are storing that value inside that variable, right? That so that is, or maybe there is something called this one. Like if you want to add some variables, so I will just show you the example of this in the same operator. We have it support almost all arithmetic operators, right? Like we have this. So we'll see in our example, right? The fourth will be, I would say, logical operator. Okay, logical operator is to true and false, right? Zero and ones, which we'll see, right? Which will just show you that how it would be, or maybe and, right? Or maybe or maybe not. Like that, we have the logical operator which is giving you the boolean values, right? And where we can when we see the if condition or loop condition, right, we will make a use of these and, or not, or true or false, like that, right? So next there will be a membership operator, okay, which will just show you that membership, maybe we'll see that not or not in, right? Like if you want to see some variables whether that present in available in that list or array or not, right? So like that, we can use of this membership operator. And there is one more, something called identity operator. Here we will see is or is not, right? It's almost the same, like we have that membership operator. So I am aware about of all these six operators in Python, right, which we will use in our day-to-day operations. Like if you want to do some kind of operations, anything, right, which is you are comparing some, or you are adding something, or you are assigning something, or you're checking the membership, or you're checking the something called identity inside that array or list, or maybe dictionary. So we can make a use of all these operators, right? So let's see small example almost for all operators, and then we will move forward. Okay, so yeah, here I am in my Jupyter notebook, right? So which we have already discussed in our last video, like how you can make use of Jupyter, what are the other ways to make a practice of Python. So we are using Jupyter in this hour. So I'll go and I'll launch a new that notebook here, right? Let it load, and I'll just rename it to maybe operators, because I need to upload this in something called GitHub, right? So I would say operators in Python, right? And I quickly copy all this, and we will make a use of this. Why I am putting hash before this, right? Because I just want to make a use of this markdown. You can see that I have selected this cell as a markdown, right? And here you go. Okay, I think one is not coming, so probably we'll give some space and let's see. Okay, still it is not coming. No worries, I will just fix it, and then probably before uploading it to that GitHub, I will just maybe some space or something. It is not. Anyways, let's start with the arithmetic operator, right? Because this is the arithmetic operator which we just want to see. So let's assign two values, a equal to b and b equal to let's say 2, right? I think this is already we have seen that how you can assign that values and everything, right? Simply what you can do a plus b and it will give you the example, right? And if you, because since this is a Jupyter notebook, right, so you don't need to like say this. If you say, you will get the same exam result, right? Like you want to print, or you can directly give that a variable value and give that operator. Similarly, if you want to do a minus b, it will give that rate. If you want to multiply, right, it will give you that 10 into 20. If you want to do something like that, this one, right, this is kind of a to the power of b, right, 10 to the power of 2. So 10 into 10 equal to give 100, right? And if you want to divide, so same almost, right? And if you just want to see the remainder, right, like in the integer value, this the right. So almost all operations it will support, right? So that way you can see that, right? If you want to do the modulo, then you can give like this. You can see that 10 by 2 equal to 5, and the remainder will be 0, so it will be 0 only, right? So this is all that the kind of arithmetic operator, right? So here what we can do is we can make a use of second one is relational operator, right? So relational operator, I would suggest start from here, and I will paste and I will start, right? Relational operator, as you can see, right, you can just try to this, because a and b is almost the same value, right? So here what we are doing is a greater than b, it is giving the false, right? Obviously because 10 is greater than 2 b, right? And if you see like this, then it will give you true, right? So here a is not less than b, so since we are getting false, and here a is greater than b, so we are getting true, right? And if you see a equal to b, if you are checking, it will say false. If you are say a not equal to b, then it will give you true, right? So this is kind of relational operator. You can make a use of all these operators, right? Third one is, I think, assignment operator. Okay, so assignment operator, as you can see that equal, we are already using it, right? Wherever you are want to define the value, so it will just give you that operator, right? Let's say I'll take one more, let's say 10, right? C equal to 10. So if I want to add 2 in this, right? So how I can do? I can just like this. I will just store it C equal to C plus 2, and if I'll print C, it will give me 12, right? That is fine. There is nothing wrong in this statement or in this code, right? But here we are not using the assignment operator, right? Like this one. So the same statement, how we can make a right? Let's say if you want to, because now it's C equal to 12, right? If I'll add 3 and then I would print C, so it will give 15. So what it is doing is, it is adding that 3 value inside the C, whatever the value of C, right? Same way, if you want to subtract it, you can say this, right? Again, if you print, you will get 12. Sorry, I am adding and subtracting both doing. So what I will do, this way. And if I'll print C, so it will give you 12, right? So you understood, right? Assignment operator is just to, you make a use of just to to make the short of your statement, right? The same thing you can write like this, C plus 2 and plus equal to 3, the same meaning. It is adding the same thing, right? So that is a kind of what you say that assignment operators, right? And it is support all the whatever you have these arithmetic operator, right? Similarly, if you can see that C equal to 12, right? If I do multiply equal to 2, so it will be 24. You can see that it is supporting almost everything, right? So that way we can make a use. So the last, sorry, the next one is the logical operator, right? And the logical operator true false we have seen already, right? Like a equal to b, if you are giving, it is giving true. If you are giving a less than b, it is giving false, like that, right? And you can make a use of this as well, right? Like what you can do is a greater than b and a less than b. So both statement are true, right? But it is giving, let me show you. Let's say if a equal to greater than b and a not equal to b, right? So it is giving true, but this statement was false. Let me show you one more thing, because in the Python, right? Let me show you first. We will take the same statement and I'll just say or here, right? And I will print it. Here it is saying true, right? Because what is happening is whenever you are getting true plus false, right? Let me take this as a command, true plus false, right? Or true plus true, right? Or maybe false plus true. These all statements are always true, right? So here you can see that true plus false, right? This is the true plus false, this one, right? It is getting true. True plus true again equal to false, right? But if you are giving a not, right, then that way it will give you a false. So that is how it is a kind of a little advanced Python. I don't want to go into deep that, but this is how that Python taken this operator and will give you a value, right? Just let me know if you don't get it. Maybe I will uh, discuss this in more detail. Okay, so let's see. The next one is our which operator we have. We have the membership operator. Okay, so membership operator, I would say, okay, let's discuss if you already started, but let's see if we have one list, right? I would just said it. uh, we will discuss what is list and everything in detail, but just show you, I'll just give one list, right? And remember we have the type keyword which we have discussed. So here you can see that it is giving that a as a type of a is list, right? But what I would do is, now let's say membership operator is in and not in, right? Let's say I would say for in a, so it is giving true. That means what it is doing is it is checking whether that value is available in that particular series list or whatever that you have, right? And let's say if I'll say 8 in a, right, it will give you false because 8 is not available in our list, right? So that's what that membership operator, right? Next is our I think the last operator we have the identity operator, right? So identity operator is just to check that what is the identity, right? Let's say as of now I have c equal to d and d is nothing, right? So what I would say, see, d is not defined, so I would say d equal to 2, and then probably I will say d equal to 2, right? So what I will do is c is d, I'm just checking, it is saying false. No, c is not d, it's saying true, right? So that's how that we can discuss, right? I think there is typo here, you can see, right? What we are doing is it is saying that c is d. We are checking the identity whether c is d or not, because c is 24 and d is 2, so obviously it is not, right? Same way we are saying c is not d, so it is saying true, yeah, because value are different, right? So that's how that operator is defined in the Python. We have the arithmetic operator, right, where we have seen that all type of almost these values for the arithmetic operator, right? Relational operator, where we are just comparing these two things. And then we have the assignment operator, like we are doing some kind of incremental, decremental, or multiply operation using in these assignment operator, right, like this. Then we have the logical operator. We are giving that, checking that true, false, or maybe or not, like that, right? Then we have the membership operator, like we are checking whether a particular string value or number is a kind of member of that particular target, right, which we are comparing or checking. And the last one is the identity operator, right, which we have already discussed and checked. Okay, what all these is something, right? So I think that's it for today. So what I will do is I will just take a pause from today, uh, and in next video we will gonna discuss the data type, right? What all the data type we have in Pythons. All right, guys. So I hope you liked my content. So please subscribe my channel, share it with your friends, colleagues, and everyone. And I will meet you in the next. Thank you. Bye bye.